This is Math 2, Unit 10, Lesson 4, homework notes. I am going to erase that so you don't have to write that down. Please listen. We're doing homework notes again. I'm starting with number 1. Please stop the talking. Right now. Identify intercepts. Based on the graph, name the x and y intercepts as ordered pairs. If the graph does not have intercepts on the axis, write none. Okay, this is the x-intercept. What is that as an ordered pair? Negative 2, comma, 0. Here's the y-intercept. What is that as an ordered pair? 0, comma, negative 3. Do you guys agree from last year that is a linear function? Okay, write that down. I want you labeling as you go. Okay, next one. Number 4. How many x-intercepts do you have on number 4? 2. Label them both. And thank you, whoever said it. Somebody whispered it. It's a what? Quadratic function. Good job, Michael. Was it not, Michael? Thank you, LaDanian. All right. It's a quadratic function. Shh, guys, what is this? Is that negative 2, 0 and 2, 0? Please stop the talking, guys. And I have only one y-intercept, and what is it? 0, negative 4? Okay. Do you guys agree have more than 2 x-intercepts for any parabola? Is the parabola ever going to go up and come back down and cross the x-axis again? No, it's never going to do that. At the maximum amount I'll ever have is 2. Okay, really quick, I'm going to write up at the top. If you're looking for an x-intercept, whoever's talking needs to stop. You'll have a blank and then the number 0. Will y always be 0 when you're looking for an x-intercept? Yes. Can x be 0? Sure. It could be 0, 0 or 5, 0 or negative 3, 0. As long as y is always what? 0. Now, if you're looking for a y-intercept, you're going to have 0, then a number. So a y-intercept, what is always 0? X. Okay, I'm going to continue. Moving on to number 6. X-intercepts. I have only one, and what is it? 4?
Yeah.
0. Does it have a y-intercept?
No, it's 0, 0.
So you would put
0, 0.
no, none. No, it tells you up here if the graph does not intersect the axis, write none. So you have to write none there.
So then for 7, it would be none for the x-axis.
What was that?
And then for 7, it would be none for the x-axis.
For 7?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay, up here, guys, though, I don't want to label that a function. This is not a linear function. It is a line, but it's not a linear function. Put that there. Not a function. Why? Because it does not pass the vertical line test. Remember the vertical line test you did last year? If you draw any vertical line, it has to cross it only once. If I draw this vertical line, does it cross it once or more than once? A lot more, infinitely amount. So that's not a function. All right. This is just a line, a straight line. It's not.
So if it was a linear function, you'd have to go through 2.
This is a linear function. That's a linear function. Even that there is a linear function because it passes the vertical line test. This is a line, but it's not a function. You get the difference? Are vertical lines ever, bless you, are vertical lines ever going to be functions? No. Right. Okay. Guys, continuing. 7. Do I have any x-intercepts?
No.
So I'm going to put none. I have one y-intercept. What is it? 0 what?
3.
0, 3. I need the talking to stop and I need you listening. Now, we saw a parabola that had 2 intercepts and now we have one that has no x-intercepts. So is it possible for a parabola to have no x-intercepts? Yes. Write down quadratic function. Is it possible to have more than 2 x-intercepts? No, because it never comes back down and crosses again. Okay, Next one we're going to do is number 8. What is this called? Does anybody remember it from last year? It starts with an EXP. Good job. Exponential function. All right. Now, if you remember from exponential functions, that graph is kind of hard to read it. You learned last year that it went like this, and what did it do with the x-axis? It got really, really, really close, but did it ever touch?
No.
Even off to negative infinity, it just gets closer and closer, but never touches. So will it ever have an x-intercept?
But if it's getting closer.
It just, it doesn't. It doesn't. It gets microscopically close, but if you zoom in,
But eventually.
no.
It has
Yeah,
to.
No.
it has to.
You said it keeps going lower.
Yeah.
You can cut a number in half forever and ever. What's the half of a half? A fourth. What's half of a fourth? An eighth. What's half of an eighth? A 16th. What's half of 1/16? 1/32. And you can keep cutting it in half forever.
But, okay, but in
Partial sums and stuff like that, you guys will learn next year.
It's a concept. You can't prove something's going infinite.
Is this really science?
All right. Shh, guys, another day I'll show you why we know it's never going to equal 0. But not today, because we're running out of time. Listening, please. None, what's the y-intercept?
1.
0, 1. Everyone agree? All right, flip this page over. There's a few things we're going to cross out.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're ready? On,
Wait, what?
we're going to cross, yes, you do, but we're going to cross some out. Listen, please. We are not crossing out 17, 18, but we're going to cross out the words at least. Cross out at least. On 17 and 18, a quadratic function has one x-intercept, a quadratic function has one y-intercept. Always, sometimes, or never. Let's do this really quick. A quadratic function has one x-intercept. Here's a quadratic with 1. Is that always, sometimes, or never? Is it always going to have 1?
Is it sometimes?
No, because sometimes it has 1, sometimes it has 2, and sometimes it has none. So could we say sometimes?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Okay, next one. A quadratic function has one y-intercept. Always, sometimes, never. You figure that one out. Hello, Mrs. Torres.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll head over. All right. Always, sometimes, or never for number 18. Always. Is it always going to have only one y-intercept? We said that earlier. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. These are the ones you're crossing out. 26, 27, 28, 29.
30.
Cross those out.
26, 28, 29, and 27. The whole thing is like cross.
Cross out the last 4. Make sure you guys get both of those worksheets done, whatever we didn't finish.
Sorry, it's still recording.
What do you say? What do you say?
After you pick up her.
Yeah, she just said like, what is it now?
So glad you called. Dad is on his way.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but he's on his way. Whose phone did you use?
I want your life.
Okay, and you just remembered my number?
Not even phone. I got her phone taken away.
You're not going home. We're going to the doctor's office right now. You're not going home. We're going to the doctor's office right now. You're not going home. We're going to the doctor's office. Stack your chairs, please. Do not leave.
Oh, whoa! Sorry, God.
Okay, you are not going home. You and I are going to the doctor.
Still recording.
Dad's picking you up, he's picking me up, and he's taking you straight to the doctor.
Kashari violated me.
Okay, Mija, don't worry about it. You're not going anywhere else. Dad's picking you up, and then he's picking me up, and then we're going straight to the doctor's office. Okay, you're calling me during class. Hold on. What are they saying?
And then my dad sees his mom and
Stack your chairs, please. Who was sitting right here?
then we just
Okay, Okay, Tristan, I don't know what you're trying to do something right now. You're trying to do something, you're trying to go somewhere right now. Okay, then you're trying to do it.
She looks like Anne Frank.
Pick you up right now, so make sure in your spot and then you can talk to him.
He's so weird.
Well, he's gonna have to wait there for you.
Wasn't he in our class? Wasn't he in our class?
Okay, well then you can tell him that. And then ask him where he's gonna pick you up at.
I had to make like a pack with everybody else and then just left, so they wouldn't give them money. It was like equally as dumb. She's like,
Yeah.
I didn't throw you under the bus. I give up.
Oh yeah. Are you guys gonna say something?
excuse me.
Wait, I need to talk to your sports
Oh my
about
goodness,
what
so
happened.
aggressive.
I told her, I was like, you're gonna have to see it all good. And that's what you guys
I feel like if you were next to me, you'd keep me focused. Cause like today I was just like,
Colin's dead, and then every time he's like, he's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, yeah, because you're taking it now.
I was sitting
Do
out.
Rebecca went.
You're like singing.
He's like, singing while he's getting up and like, oh
See you guys tomorrow.
Why'd you do that?
I just want to do that.
You said you wanted to.
I said, what's with that? Like, I'll go there.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. You guys do anything special for dinner?
Yeah, on a David Bus too. I invited a whole bunch of my friends.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, have fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, he left.
One more question on this stuff to see you the greatest common
You
factor.
were supposed to first, but here's what you can do. You can, what's the GCF here? So just pull the 2 out here, leave that in M plus 8, and if you took out a 2 here, what would that be anyway? M plus 3. So 2 in the front and everything
So
else.
if I would take this off,
And do it on the next line. 2, and then that stays the same.
it would be 4.
No, because you're only getting a 2. That stays the same. This would be 1. Now that's what you would have got, and you were supposed to put the set to GCF first, but you put the same. So fix it on the one.
Thank you.
How'd you feel?
Good.
Remember all of it?
Yeah.
Good, and is it, and I don't mean this, like, is it gonna be a problem with you getting distracted, but do you think you would, are you gonna do worse being in the back?
Now it's right here.
Is it up here, second class?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not too far back, you
Yeah.
be okay? You're still gonna stay focused, because you were on it those first two units. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
building the substitution points on the, what do you call it? The points to make the cover.
Yes, I have to double check with Miss O'Neill because we were changing it this semester, but yes, you can't make it up for half. You can, but only up to a certain point, like maybe up to an 80 or 85.
Um,
I'm gonna be leaving right now. Yes, we have to school.
well, after school, I didn't know if you were coming back.
I was. I should have put on board. How was it?
It was good. Like the substitute was good. So yeah.
She was able to play everything.
Yeah. So it was good.
She said, when I posted one, she said it was a great class.
Yeah.
Great. Videos worked.
No one was on a lot of it. So it was good.
Good. Okay. Tomorrow lunch. Can you come here tomorrow lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow lunch. I'm not sure if I'll be here tomorrow for school. If I am, would you be able to do it then?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay, so for sure tomorrow lunch, and then we'll see about after school.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you still working on the making up those assignments? Okay.
Alright, see you later.
See ya.